Now at 5:30, two Lexington neighborhoods are given quite the scare after shots are fired into a couple of homes. We're tracking the investigation into this crime alert.
Also on WKYT this morning, two Lexington prison inmates are still on the loose this morning. State police are looking for two men who they say walked away from Blackburn Correctional in Lexington.
It's pretty calm out there this morning. Very pleasant start with some fog around. However, we hit the afternoon and evening. You know what comes up next, more storms, and I'll show you that latest update coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning and welcome in. It's nice to have you along. Here we are to Wednesday. It's April 8th. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It's one of those times where you really have to take advantage of the nice sunshine because we're seeing, quite a few bouts of rain.
Well, right. And what can happen is you can have a little sunshine, warm weather, and then all of a sudden storms like we saw yesterday in parts of the area. And we can have that again today. Here's meteorologist Micah Harris tracking it all.
Yeah, they don't call it spring severe weather season for nothing. I mean, as we push into the afternoon and off into the evening hours, like Bill and Rebecca were talking about, you get that heating of the day and the moisture laying around any pieces of energy, and it doesn't have to be a front moving through. We didn't have that yesterday. What we had was those storms moving on in the early mornings, throw off those outflow boundaries, and those outflow boundaries can stick around for quite some time. You can't really see it, but they're mini cold fronts. They're just here and there bouncing around, and once they interact with each other, if there's enough moisture and warm air later on that afternoon, boy, it can spark up some storms, and you saw that yesterday. Looking ahead of time, look at this front heading our direction. This is not a big front, and it's not really a cold front or any type of front. It's just a piece of energy that's going to slide on in, and that will spark up more thunderstorms, possibly strong to severe storms as we approach that afternoon and off into the evening. Temperatures are in the 50s. We'll finish off in the 70s, maybe even some 80s sprinkled in here and there. But it's that storm threat we need to talk about. And I'll go into further detail in just a few minutes.
Okay, we'll see you shortly. Thank you.
We're continuing to have quite a wet start to spring. Another big storm hit us yesterday, of course, just days after parts of our area got record rainfall.
Madison County seems to be the hardest hit of the areas. Later this morning, a National Weather Service team will survey the damage there. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is at our live desk with a look at the damage. It's mainly south of Richmond. Good morning, Hillary.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Many there in Madison County will continue cleaning up today after that strong storm ripped through the area yesterday. They say the storm did not last long, but it was long enough to leave behind a path of destruction. We received several pictures and videos from the Kingston and Brassfield areas, and some there who experienced the storm say they saw a funnel cloud as it went over their homes. Neighbors in the Rainbow Ridge community say the storm was strong enough to cause significant damage to their homes and even blow a large shed across to another yard.
Blowed the storm door off my house, blowed 4 columns off the front of my house, and all the underneath the porch is gone, and blowed probably 30 or 40% of my shutters off.
Now, this storm also dumped heavy rain, which caused flooding in many homes and covered several streets. The National Weather Service will be in Madison County this morning at 9 o'clock to survey that damage. At the live desk, Hillary Thornton, back to you.
All right, thanks, Hillary. Storms created problems over in Franklin County as well. Lightning and high water caused damage there. Emergency crews had to rescue a driver trapped in a flooded road. The Franklin County Sheriff says the ground was still wet from last week's storm, so that made issues worse.
High water, a water rescue, lightning hitting the house. Franklin County Fire responded to that with us. And then we had a tree that hit a power line. We called a couple of extra deputies in to help due to the volume of calls for service.
Well, Sheriff Melton says no one was hurt during yesterday's storms.
The storms that moved through the bluegrass packed quite a bit of lightning as well. Take a look at this video we shot in Scott County. You can see some lightning strikes, a storm that passed through the Georgetown area. We checked with Scott County Emergency Management last night. They tell us there was not any major storm damage in that area.
Well, help is on the way for folks in Bourbon County whose homes were damaged by flooding. Heavy rain caused Stoner Creek to flood last Friday. At least 20 homes were damaged. Today, Kentucky Baptist Disaster Relief plans to help flood victims. The organization is asking for volunteers to help pitch in.
We help with the cleanup to try to help the people that's been through these terrible situations so they can get back into their homes as quick as possible.
Well, volunteers expect to be working for at least 4 days. If you'd like to help, just show up at the Central Baptist Church in Paris.
And the storms actually helped with a construction project in northern Kentucky. Here's why. The heavy rains helped fill up a man-made lake at the Ark Encounter theme park. Leaders posted these pictures on their website. The Noah's Ark themed park is set to open next summer in Williamstown.
With more rain and storms in the forecast this week, stay with WKYT for the latest weather updates. You can download the WKYT First Alert Defender Radar app for your iPad or your smartphone, or go to WKYT.com for the latest information. Also check us out on Facebook. Like us.
All right. 5:36 is our time on WKYT this morning.
Well, two Lexington neighborhoods got quite the scare overnight when shots were fired into a couple of homes.
Yeah, police say about 10:30 last night they got a call about shots being fired into a home on Winterberry Drive, and then a couple of hours later they got a similar call at Atticad Drive. WKYT's Mark Barber is live from Lexington Police Headquarters to let us know what we have found out about this. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Bill. And we have learned from police that they do not think these two cases are related. However, police say there are similarities. We're told that these two homes were hit about 45 minutes apart and both are near schools. Now, investigators tell us that this first home was hit around 11:30 last night. Officers say that two people were fighting outside a home on Winterberry Drive when shots were fired. We're told a bullet flew into a house and sent sheetrock raining down on a woman's face. Officers say, fortunately, she was not hurt. Police say the second home was hit about 45 minutes later on the 1200 block of Atticad Park. According to investigators, several shots were fired into a window and a door of the house. We're told no one was inside. That home sits about half a mile from Tates Creek High School. The home on Winterberry Drive is just a couple blocks from Beaumont Middle School. A man who lives nearby says he did not realize what had happened until police showed up.
I heard yelling. It sounded like arguing over something, and I couldn't make out exactly what they were arguing over. And then I heard a car leave, and I just kind of continued about my business, went home, like I said, got in bed, and then I heard the shots, and then I heard tires squeal, and that was it.
Investigators say they do not have a description of a vehicle or of suspects because they still don't know who fired into those two homes. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
New this morning, state police are looking for two inmates who walked away from a prison. Workers at Blackburn Correctional Complex in Lexington noticed 46-year-old Kelly Conway and 32-year-old James Dennis were missing after a head count last night. Conway was serving a sentence for robbery. Dennis was serving a sentence for making meth. Both men last seen wearing khaki pants and sweatshirts. State police now handling the case.
An overnight police chase led to the arrest of a man who's wanted in another state. State police tell us that chase started in downtown Lexington when a trooper tried to make a traffic stop and the driver then sped off. The chase finally ended at the Pegasus Place Apartments on Larkin Road near Nicholasville Road. 19-year-old Eddie Alexis Perez is charged with fleeing and evading. Police say Perez had a warrant out for his arrest in the state of Texas.
A man facing a murder charge for a shooting death in Lexington is set to appear in court today. Lexington police charged 21-year-old Dustin Yost yesterday. He was already at the Fayette County Detention Center. Investigators say the victim, 20-year-old Vondre Smithers, was found shot in the middle of Belafonte Drive last month. He later died at UK Hospital. Along with murder, police charged Yost with evidence tampering.
U.S. Senator Rand Paul has made it official. He is running for president next year. The Kentucky Republican kicked off his campaign yesterday in Louisville. He says he is running to defend the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. He wants a constitutional amendment to force Congress to balance the federal budget. And he wants to put limits on terms in office.
I have a vision for America. I want to be part of a return to prosperity. A true economic boom that lifts all Americans. A return to a government restrained by the Constitution.
Senator Paul is now kicking off his campaign with a 5-state tour. He'll be talking with voters in New Hampshire, and then he will go on to South Carolina and Iowa and Nevada. Those states typically hold some of the first primaries and caucuses.
Workers at the Kentucky Equine Humane Center say several horses rescued last year are doing a lot better now. Back in August, the center in Jessamine County took in 7 mares from an abandonment case. Several of them were in poor health. Since then, they've recovered and may soon be up for adoption. Workers at the center say it's just great to get to see the horses get healthier.
It's very tangible, very visible. It's very gratifying to see a horse like Jazz Combo come in, who is basically very compromised physically, and they open up like little flowers.
Oh, that's so great. The center hosts 2 large fundraisers every year to help raise money to take care of the horses. The first will be April 18th at Ballantrae Farm in Lexington. Well, not loving the recent spike in gas prices, now there's a new way to protect yourself against those spikes, apparently. LoveMyGasPrice.com is a new service that essentially allows people to buy insurance against higher gas prices. Never heard of this. And lets drivers put a cap on their monthly gas expenses. When the prices go above the cap, customers get cash back. Right now, drivers can only purchase a cap on the price of exactly 20 gallons per month. And I made a fatal mistake of not getting gas yesterday.
And it jumped on you.
Yes, it did. Oh, bummer. But
well, that's a little bit like the budget plan that some people have with their electricity, you know, as well. So you kind of predict where you're going to be with the pricing, at least with that new plan. All right, 5:41, our time, 19 in front of 6 o'clock on WKYT this morning. Here is a check on live drive traffic now. I-64 and I-75 at the northern split. Everybody moving along fine there. In fact, we have no reports of any problems right now or delays in the Lexington metro area.
A reminder that work continues on 75 south of Richmond, also on US 25 now we're hearing. And also work is happening on New Circle Road. That's through Friday. This is part of a continuing construction project over there. Traffic will be stopped for 15 minutes at a time. That starts at 9 o'clock this morning and runs until 2 in the afternoon. We are told that weather has caused a postponement of some demolition work for the Alexandria Bridge. All of this part of that Leestown Road widening project.
Right, and that problem in Madison County is the US 25 between Boonesboro and the city of Richmond there, where it was washed out last Friday. So they're trying to get that all
yeah,
repaired.
Weather causing quite a bit of problems.
I'm telling you, it just keeps coming, doesn't it? All right, more news coming up for you on WKYT on your Wednesday morning.
Winnie the Pooh taught us that bears love honey, but this Florida bear was in the mood for a different sweet treat. We'll show you why he broke into a home in just a few minutes.
We have another shot at potentially some strong to severe storms, not only looking at damaging winds, large hail, and isolated tornadoes, but also some flooding concerns. We got a lot to talk about, and I'll show you that coming up.